In this video, we're trying to answer the question of what is the best Excel AI tool? Is it Microsoft Copilot or is it Analyze Data? So we've got this property data set and we're going to put a few tests through both tools. So in this we have a date, address, a couple of different descriptive characteristics, and then some prices. So I'm looking to test on raw insights, column creation, ranking, graph creation, price, formatting, sorting, and suggested columns. So this is analyzed data and this is raw insight. So I haven't touched the data. I'm seeing how many of these are actually useful to my analysis. So the first two aren't, but this probably is the frequency of baths. So how many 2 beds, 1 beds, so on and so forth are in the data set. So that's probably something I would use. If we go down a little bit more into these insights, there is about 12 in total. There's a building area one, which is completely useless. I don't know what even this is analyzing, but if I go down into my 8 more results, probably see a few more things that are useful. So land size appears highly determined by field price. That's useful to see in a graph. And then there's a few other graphs in here that are also useful, sort of like frequency of rooms and then frequency of bedrooms. On the Copilot, I've added all the insights to the grid here. Few useful ones. That price by date's extremely useful. Land size by room is not. Land size has 4 outliers by year is not. So this seems to be taking a lot of sums instead of doing the averages is what it should be doing in a property data set. This frequency of price graph to the last graph is pretty useful, but I would have to give this to analyze data, which gave us a few more raw insights, and it's just probably the volume of raw insights. So the next one I want to do is I want to create a column for price per building area, and that's given me a column there. Divide price by building area. It knows what I'm looking for. I can just put that straight into the data set, and that's pretty useful. Tried to do the same for analyze data and it's given me pivot tables, so I got to give this one to Copilot. Okay, next one, I want to do a ranking here. I want to rank the sellers by price. I get this pivot chart out for Copilot. This is pretty nice. And I ask the same thing to analyze data. It gives me the exact same graph, and both of these graphs are actually giving me the graph and a pivot table as well. So this one needs to be a draw. So for ranking, I'm going to mark it 1-0. Next test is the graph. I'm asking for the average price per year built. And this is inserting this graph to the chart, and it looks totally fine for Copilot. Ask the same thing for analyze data and I get the exact same chart. So again, this one's a draw, gonna rank this 1-0. So for price, Copilot is about €30 a month and analyze data is free. So that's obviously a win for analyze data. For sorting and formatting, I can sort in Copilot. After a lot of trouble, I can also format in Copilot, and I can do neither of these things in Analyze Data. If I ask to sort by price, it comes out with a table, and that's fine, but I don't want double data in my data set every time I want to do something, and I can't format, so this one is won by Copilot. The final test is just suggestions out of the box. That's pretty good. The age of the building, then the price divided by the building area is pretty good as well. And then price divided by rooms is also something I would use. So pretty good coming out of Copilot. For analyze data, it's said percentage of distribution per suburb. And this is a chart, so minus points for that I can't put a formula into the data set. Percentage of total land size and percentage of total price, that's okay. But for the next one, which is the suburb for the seller Anderson, that doesn't really make sense. And none of these graphs make sense. So the winner of this epic battle is Microsoft Copilot. Hope you found that useful. Follow for more.